Thank you for coming to another video for a new series. This is going to be focused on just general cloud and different tools with using cloud. Just a natural progression of first with networking, then with cybersecurity, as far as a scope and technology for myself that I'd like. Long term, I'd like to do some threat intelligence and maybe interchangeably with some purple teaming. But nonetheless, again, natural progression from networking to the cybersecurity scope to now cloud. Now, this is just general cloud against, again, different tools for using cloud. We're actually, our first video today is actually going to be getting ready for cloud technologies with the Microsoft Assessment and Planning Toolkit. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. So yeah, as I mentioned, I'm going to be using the Microsoft Assessment Planning Toolkit. So it's used to really assess the current IT infrastructure, right? So it's also used to plan for like server and desktop cloud migration. Right now, I'm going to download it, but first I need to update the browser that's used on the lab so we can make sure we're able to download it to be able to use the tool. And then once we're able to do that, what we're looking for as far as utilizing the tool is to getting a detailed analysis of the infrastructure to ensure a smooth transition to the cloud infrastructure. Again, this video is mainly circled around our scope of getting ready for cloud technologies, right? As far as an enterprise or a small business or somewhere between, right? So I'm just going to install it, at least right now, the toolkit so we can analyze that infrastructure for cloud readiness by viewing and analyzing the generated report that comes of it. All right, so we got everything rocking and rolling, right? So now what we're going to do is start assessing concurrent virtual infrastructure for cloud readiness. Because when a company decides to migrate their current infrastructure to the cloud, that infrastructure needs to be assessed, right? To ensure the current servers are cloud ready, right? That's the whole point. So we're going to utilize the toolkit, right, to analyze the current infrastructure for cloud readiness, as I mentioned, pretty much the test time. So we're going to do a few things, determining the virtual machines and interpreting a few results and things of that nature. So first, I'm going to start with using the performance metrics wizard. It's used to collect the current infrastructure resource utilization to assess if the servers would be compatible with being migrated to the infrastructure to the cloud, right? So so I'm actually, let's see, the name here, and the and okay, and messed up on the name, didn't even realize it. I'll fix it. I'll fix it in post. That's what we used to say when I used to do work in television. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and take a look at the cloud here. All right, so let's see the inventory data. Let's take a look there. It comes up here. All right, so now let's see if we want Windows computer, of course, that's what we have. And then let's see, we don't want Active Directory. We want to scan an IP address. And I also have a video on doing that as well. Take a look there. But now I'm taking it to the IP address range window. So let's enter the starting address, which is the first server at the top left of your screen. And create these accounts. So now I'm just creating an account entry. Um, be able to log in, right? Active with the domain. Real quick. Come on, of course they don't. All right, let's actually save. Go to the next. All right, and then let's see. No, we can go to the next. Let's see what it was. All right, and we can hit finish. Perfect. So now the data collection of the infrastructure is starting. It's going to take a few minutes to complete, but we will see the notification has not started here as far as the assessment. Take a look at the details, see what it shows us here. Okay. All right. So it's finally completed. As we can see here, looks like there were a total of 5 machines that were inventoried. Now that this completed, right? So let's actually close here. That's quite a bit. 5, but nonetheless, we're going to take a look at a few different things. Let's take a look at here, performance data. All right. All right, so now I need to, let's see, select Windows, of course. We're not using Linux in this video, so that's fine. Actually, let me take a look. 30 minutes. Um, that's not the right time, but sure, I guess it should be for 30 minutes. So, all right. Then, oh, okay. Here's the computer. All right, we're good there. Yeah, I gotta take my time to read because I'll be skipping steps and messing stuff up. Um, that's cool. All right, perfect. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's good. That's what we have for. All right, so now the summary window is just reviewing the credentials that will be used to collect the information in the infrastructure. So it's just gathering the APM. And it might run for a while, so I'll place the video on the other side of when it's finished here. All right, so I've let it run for about 10 minutes, and now I'm just going to hit close. It's still going to collect it, show me the data that was collected. So I'm just going to, let's see, it should allow me to refresh here. There it is. I guess not. Okay. Usually it would be right here. It's refreshing. So you know what? I can. No, that's fine. That's all right. So, actually, you know what? Yeah, it's still not allowing to refresh. Actually, let me take a look here. Okay, even though I closed it, it's still running. Okay. All right, there it is. All right, so now we can refresh. Yes, it's fine. So this is just going to refresh all the data that's been collected so far. I hit close instead of cancel instead. All right, so the assessment is finally complete. So now we can take a look at the readiness. Let's see. All right. Let's see. All right, now we can take a look at this. Okay. This is not a, well, Hmm. Okay. Nonetheless, we'll still be able to move forward. We'll be able to take a look in a moment. But what we're going to do now is just get into interpreting the results from the Cloud Readiness Assessment in Excel format, even though it's not currently formatted that way. But after the assessment, right, the infrastructure was completed. The results that need to be analyzed was collected for this Excel in this Excel document. So it contains different fields that can be reviewed. I've done this before. These are the sections that can be viewed after the completion of the readiness assessment. So it's going to give us a summary, Windows machine, Linux machines. We don't have it, but you get my point. So let's go ahead and start interpreting the results. So we have to first download the Excel viewer. So let's take a look here. All right. So we finally got the viewer in, so we're able to take a look at the summary and the report. So it just reflects the summary, right, of the virtual machines that were assessed to be migrated to the Microsoft virtual machine. And then the second, let's see, this should be another tab. All right, so this tab for the it just reflects the virtual machines that was assessed for the cloud readiness, right? It just gives us detailed information of the server machines right here that were evaluated to be migrated to the Azure virtual machine or VM or whatever you like to call it. Right, and the Linux machines tab is just a breakdown of the Linux machines that were assessed in the infrastructure. Again, as I mentioned earlier, we don't have any Linux servers in this particular video, so naturally, it's going to be none ready, right? That brings us to the end of the video for grading our servers ready, for devices ready for cloud technologies. Just for a brief recap, we went over just installing the Microsoft Assessment and Planning tool and assessing the current virtual infrastructure for cloud readiness as far as the servers here. And we also interpreted the results of the cloud readiness assessment in the Excel format. This was most certainly fun. I can't wait to get to the rest of it. Just that we got quite a few videos that we're going to not we but I am going to post. But the next video is going to be about deploying a cloud solution. So that would definitely be fun. I'll see you on the next video. Stay curious, stay secure.